Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whenever you're deciding to do your self-paced program, I'm very excited for you. But here is your warm-up that you can follow along with me. Figured this would be the easiest route to go about versus you having to click on links if these are a lot new moves for you. So we'll go through some mobility drills, warm up your body, get that heart rate pumping, blood flowing, feel a little less stiff. We're going to do 5 reps for everything. So first exercise we're going to start with is an adductor rock. Start in tabletop position, one leg straight out to the side, and then you're just going to rock back and forth. Again, we're going to do 5 per side for this. You're going to feel your inner thigh stretching at that point a lot. One more on this side. Good, and then we'll switch. Stay in tabletop position, one leg straight out to the side. Again, rocking back and forth. We're going to go 5 per side. Make sure that core is engaged. Good. 2 more. Nice. Last one. Perfect. All right. Next, we're going to go into we call a T-spine opener. So we're going to do a bent arm, forearm on the floor. We're going to sit back to our heels a little bit. One hand behind our head. Then we're just going to trace a half circle, looking at that elbow every time you open up. This is helping create some space, some mobility in your upper shoulders. When we do all that sitting, we tend to get tight in our upper shoulders. This is a great way to just loosen it up some. Last one on this side, good. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Again, forearm on the floor, one hand behind your head. You're just making a half circle. Good. And again, we're going to do 5 of these. Look at the elbow as you open up. Good. One more for me. Nice. Good. All right, next we're going to do walkouts. This is going to help stretch our hamstrings and then warm up our core. So we're going to walk your hands down to the floor. You're going to walk out into a plank, and then we're going to walk back. So here we're going to do toe touch. Feel that hamstring stretch. Walk out, control your body as you walk out. Core tight right there. Walk back. Good. We got 3 more. Walk out, plank, core tight. Walk back. Good. Almost there, guys. Hold. Walk back. Nice. Good. All right. Next move, we're going to go on the floor. We're going to do some glute bridges to warm up our glutes. So this one, here's a lay on the floor, both knees bent. Again, we want to make sure my core is engaged before I lift my hips up, because I don't want my low back, I don't want my hand to be able to go under my low back, because that means my core is not engaged. I'm more likely to feel my low back in these glute bridges versus wanting to feel it in your glutes. So tilt my pelvis back like my pelvis is a bucket of water. I'm tilting it back, so now my low back is flat on the floor. My core is tight, like if someone's gonna come and sucker punch me. Then I'm gonna push my weight through all my feet on the floor, which are flat, and then squeeze the glutes at the top. Good. And then drive those hips up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Really focus on that good squeeze at the top. It's your glutes, your hips, and your hamstrings that are doing the work to get your hips up to the sky, not your low back. You could think of, sometimes it helps people to think of stopping the movement with their glutes. That can help. One more for me. Good. All right, next we're going to go into a dead bug with a heel tap. Both knees bent 90 degrees. Again, my low back is flat on the floor, arms are straight in the air. Then from here, right here, you should already feel your core engaged. Then I'm just going to alternate tapping my heel to the floor. Again, we're going to go for 5 per side of these. You don't want your knees to drive towards your chest. It's going to make it a lot easier. We don't want to do that. We want to make sure that core is engaged. So we warm it up for the exercises today. Make sure it's fired and working. Also, this is a great way to remind your body where we want your pelvis to be in line when we do squats and deadlifts and everything else like that. 1 more per side. Already feeling this. Nice, good guys. All right, now we're gonna get up. We're gonna do a staggered stance deadlift. This is gonna work our, what we call the back of our legs when we do this. So you're gonna stand with hips shoulder width apart. And then I'm gonna bring one foot back and diagonally, about 45-degree angle. Then I'm just gonna drive my hips back like I'm closing a door with my glutes. And then I'm gonna stand tall. So drive my hips back, stand tall. You can think of chest is nice and tall. I got a string on your chest. I'm pulling it forward so you can't round your back. This is what a side view looks like. Driving the hips, I'm closing the door with my glutes, standing tall. Driving, closing the door with my glutes, standing tall. One more on this side, guys. And then let's switch sides. So this is our side view. Other foot back and diagonally a little bit. Chest is nice and tall. Closing the door with my glutes. Standing up nice and tall. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Hinge and stand tall. There you go. Good. And this whole time too, you want to think of keeping that foot flat on the floor. You want to think of your foot as a tripod. So your big toe, your little toe, your heel, you want those all to be connected to the floor. That's going to help send signals back to your brain to know body-wise what's going on. Awesome, good. All right, guys, now we're going to go into just some good body weight squats. Hips, feet shoulder width apart, a little bit wider, toes turned out, whatever position feels comfortable for you. Squat form is different for everyone depending on your body type and your bone structure. So we're just going to drive those hips back, arms out. Good. Again, we want to go as far as you can while keeping that pelvis and that rib cage stacked. We're going to go for 10 of these. So we have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Keep that chest up nice and tall. Nice, guys, good. All right, now we're going to do 5 per side reverse lunges. So I'm standing up nice and tall, chest is tall. I'm just going to bring my knee back and sit right down into that lunge and come up. This one too, we can bring arms out straight in front of us. That will help just kind of groove and get into that good lunge form. Good. We're going to go 2 more on this side. Nice. Now let's switch. Standing up nice and tall. Bring that foot back. 90-degree bend. Drive through the front foot in front of you to come back up. Good. Again, we're doing 5 per side. So we got 2 more. Good. Last one. Nice. And we're going to do 1 more move to warm up our core a little bit. We call this the bear crawl. So you're going to start on all 4s, tabletop position. Then you're just going to lift your knees off of the floor a little bit, and then we're just going to walk forward, and then we're going to walk back. Good. And forward. This is getting those arms warmed up, core isn't getting tight. You're going to feel it in your quads. Good. Almost there. A little bit more. Good. And rest. Awesome, guys. And that's your warm-up for the day. Hoping you feel nice and warm. The heart rate should be up now, pumping. Core should be engaged. Legs should be ready to go. Have an amazing workout. Let me know how it goes. Bye, guys.